Through the power of peer pressure, Daddy is finally playing Arena. We're looking at an Amass standard deck, and you know it wouldn't be a Magic A's video if you weren't fully erect by the end of this, which is why we're running Phyrexian Scriptures. So the idea of the deck, we make a big ass token, then we play Phyrexian Scriptures, making it a bigger big ass token and an artifact, and then we destroy all non-artifact creatures. But spoiler alert, there are no artifact creatures in standard. So in other words, it kills everything but our token. Another key piece to the deck is Dreadhorde Invasion. It's basically a ghetto Bitter Blossom without the flying, and once we have a token, it puts a 1/1 counter on it each turn. But the downside of the card is we're going to be losing life, and sometimes it'd be helpful to bounce to hand, which is why we have this card here, Callous Dismissal. We can bounce a permanent to hand, and then we amass one. And we can also use it on Phyrexian Scriptures to get a second board wipe out of it. And then we have cards like Thought Erasure. We take a card from our opponent's hand, we surveil one, and then we have this here, it's kind of meh. Then there's Opt, and Gleaming Overseer, which gives our token Hexproof and Menace, some more board wipe, and also 3 of these. But my favorite card in the deck is this card here. We deal 4 damage, we gain 4 life, and we amass 4. A pretty gangster deck, if I do say so myself. But now it's time for that Arena gameplay, and I hope you enjoy. Now, I know it doesn't look like Arena, but when you hear the visuals and see the sound effects, there'll be no doubt that this is in fact Arena. We'll start with Opt, and back to opponent. Opponent passes back to us, and now we shall fire Thought Erasure.
Yeah, boy. Nope.
Opponent negates, that's fine. And opponent casts Thief of Sanity, sure.
It's me, the Antichrist.
Back on our turn, might as well send him to Jesus with the board wipe.
Bye, have a great time.
And opponent casts Nicol Bolas, making us discard. And if only we had 1 more mana, that'd be super nice. But instead, let's just drop the Scriptures.
He needs some milk.
And back to opponent. Opponent swings in for 4, we take 4. And then Bolas dies.
He needs some milk.
And now let's try and go with the Overseer.
Got him!
Now back to our opponent. Opponent plays Vraska's Contempt, sure. And another Nicol Bolas. Okay.
When's the last time you ate a salad?
We'll discard Scriptures. Please pull a land here. Oh, whatever. We'll exile this hoe. Swing for 1. And back to our opponent. Opponent makes a sack of creatures, so we lose the 1/1.
Why are you running?
And back on our turn, we shall play another Overseer.
Got him!
And back to our opponent. Opponent passes back to us. Full Callous Dismissal, swing in for 2. Opponent passes back to us. Swing in for 2. And back to our opponent. And with disease, another Nicol Bolas. Wowee. Back to us. But guess what? We get to do this. Enter the Gargada.
Be gone, fuck!
Which means we can swing for 6. Opponent goes to 9, back to them. But opponent passes back to us. And looky here. How grande is this?
Got him!
Now we shall swing for 7. And there's the concede. So hooray for us. And now we're already moving on to match 2 because that's how Arena works. Opening hand, let's mull this, and this we can keep. And now I got something to play on turn 2. Why nowhere else? Wait a minute, where are the effects at? Darn, they're not working. Oh well, let's thought them. Taking the Phoenix, graveyard, and pass back. Opponent swings for 1 and plays a Chain Whirler, sure. We could kill that, we could play this to block, but I really want to play Scriptures. Can we survive attacks for 2 turns, or do we kill this? I'm gonna risk it and not play anything, actually. Might regret that. And now we'll go with Scriptures, although we'll have to endure another attack. Back to our opponent. Opponent hits us for 4, and now the creatures go to Jesus. Playing this. I suppose we could have played that before the Scriptures. Lost one of them. I mean, it was a bit of a tough call. Opponent plays the Guardian, and we shall opt. I say kill that hoe now. Swing for a measly 2, and back to our opponent. Oh, Sarkon. At least we can kill the dragon, though. First, let's opt. Ooh, Callous Dismissal. Sure, that will work as well. Now we swing 2 at Sarkon, 1 at him, and back to our opponent. Opponent passes back, swing in for 3. Back to our opponent. Opponent passes back to us. We swing in for a 3. Back to our opponent. And another crab. Do we kill it now? We can't use that for adapt. Yeah, I'll send him to Jesus now. Although they'll adapt in response. Yeah. So they have another one in hand now. Back on our turn, swing for 3. Opponent goes to 8. Back to them. Opponent plays that guy again. And another one. Okay. Now the question is, how do we deal with these? We can do double kill. Word wipe here won't work. We also have this, but but if that thing dies, the opponent has 2 burn cards in hand, one that deals 3, the other one that deals 2. So we can't have that happening. So I guess the best move here, kill both. And now back to our turn. Swing for 3. And might as well take one of the burn cards now that they're tapped out. Yep, back to our opponent. Opponent passes back, swing for 3. And there's the game. I mean, there's the match. Wasn't that spectacular? I mean, we have a pretty good matchup against any kind of mid-range creature deck because we have so much creature removal game 1. But now on to the next one. Opening hand, 1 land hand, so we're gonna mull. Yeah, I'll keep this. Opponent plays land or else. Play land, pass back. Opponent fires incubation, swings for 1. And then back on our turn is fire the thought. Interesting. I say we take the ooze. And back to opponent. Opponent swings for 1, we take 1. And back on our turn, as much as I want to play the invasion, I think we gotta take the ooze in case they hit another land next turn. So boom. Yeah, I'll take the ooze and anticipate killing that next turn. Back to our opponent. Opponent swings for 1, we take 1. But they don't play the Hydroid. Interesting. This might get countered, but we'll go for it. Oh, okay. And back to opponent. And opponent plays the Hydroid, but we'll take care of that. Boom. I mean, they still drew 2 cards from that, so it's pretty good. But I would say it's about 50-50 here. And a Vivian. Meh. Destroying our enchantment. Okay. And I suppose we should exile Vivian in response. Take that. Back on our turn. Swing for 1. They take 1. Back to them. Incubation. Grabbing an ooze. That's lame. We should probably kill it now. Hexproof? No. That hurts my butthole. And you think we'd have a good matchup against a slow creature deck like this, but not this game at least. Let's surveil 1. Nah. We're probably gonna lose. An opponent gives them flying shirt and a token. Anything good? Not really. Just too little, too late from us. And our opponent can swing for 11 this turn. Okay. We can't win them all. So that's the deck. I liked it. It made me big happy and pounce. Sometimes the deck can be a bit slow going on the offensive, and it lacks any big bombs to finish off the games quickly like a Teferi, but I thought the deck was most gangster nonetheless. But now the big question is, do people want to see more standard videos? Do people like standard? I don't know. And the best way to let me know would be subscribing, because if a video gets a lot of subscribers, obviously I got to make more of that video type. But I'll also be going through all the comments of this video to see what people liked and what people didn't like. Did people find game 1 tolerable? Did they like it? Probably not. But now my investigation begins. And as always, I hope you have a great day.
NANI?!